Back to Wingspan. We are playing against another player, and look at that. Should we go for a wetland engine, ignoring nectar, ignoring end of round goals? The game wants me to. We got food, we got eggs, we got nothing exciting. We got all sorts of base game cards, one European expansion, nothing but base game in the tray. Not very exciting. I think we're going to do this. This will give us lots of food. I think we're going to go Blackbird into Hummingbird into Shift Chaff. See what our bonus cards are. Oh, that's a tough one. We have two multiple habitat cards already. I think it's the safer bet to go with Bird Bander. You know, it might be that we see tons of cards we can get stuff into the forest, especially since we're getting cherries. We can get a bunch of play another bird cards, but I guess we got to go with this. So let's do it. We will play our Blackbird, draw a couple cards, tuck one for the egg, play the cherry, play the hummingbird, then we'll be able to get down our Chiff Chaff. So it should be an interesting game. Let's see what my opponent is up to. All right, here we go. We have two cards and some interesting food. We will save, I guess it doesn't really matter. Save that nectar for the hummingbird. I've just been thinking about this. I'm wondering, we're only going to be getting two cards at a time. We're going to be looking for birds that can give us more cards. Then we're going to also hold on to cards to chuck for food. So we'll see how things go. We left two nectar in the tray. What does that guy do? He just gives you some points. So he's going to do some digging. We're going to do some digging. Nothing here we like. Well, that we like. That we also like. I think we skip. Yep, we'll just have to draw again. Should be an interesting game. House Finch is wonderful for us. We're going to be getting cherries already, so easier to get that guy down for sure. So we're going to have to do another couple card draw, and I think we still play the Hummingbird and hope we get something that we want to tuck. Very base game / European expansion so far. Opponent going to grab a couple cards and maybe a point, or maybe he's going to play some more birds. Just grabbing birds. Looks like he grabbed a couple off the top there. Don't see much there we care about. Yeah, let's just draw. Raven, of course. How silly. Don't know if we want the Raven or not. We're really in no position to get the Raven down. Maybe we hold on to it for now, but means Bird Bander. It might come in handy at some point. We could, of course, chuck a bird. I wonder if we experiment a little bit, get rid of the hummingbird for a couple food, and then play the Raven into the forest. I mean, into the wetlands. I think we're going to do that. We got our Blackbird to give us cards. Could still put it. We can't even play it. House rules are still in effect, so we cannot play it until round 2. So it's really not worth holding on to at this point. It does not gel with our cards. So I think we're gonna grab. Should have grabbed a couple. Those two nectar. One's probably gonna gobble them up now. No food. And two cards, so definitely see them grabbing that nectar. We would have liked it for our cards. Yeah. The nectar goes bye-bye, so let's keep on drawing and let's get ourselves a cherry. Could grab the flicker, get a grub out of it, but or bank it for later. There's some food generation out of our wetland. Food is in the tray. Something we could consider. We're gonna be sharing a lot of food. Oh my goodness. Oh, isn't that interesting? We're gonna say yes to you and our raven friend. We're just gonna get rid of it. We are not concerned about it. I think, oh, we could get down our chiff chaff now, so we'll do that. Start grabbing them points. Keep our eyes peeled for a reroll. Grabbing those nectar would have been highly beneficial. This is still Let's Learn Wingspan. I will fully admit that I'm tempted to put him in the forest and not go too crazy in the wetland. But we do have this guy that we can play. We got a lot of point scoring potential here. So let's just keep going. Yeah, got a Swanson talk down. My opponent grabbed that frogmouth because it resets the bird feeder. I don't think we're going to play the osprey. Just doesn't feel like we really want something that will somehow give us points. And food is nice, but especially in Oceania, not getting the nectar. I feel like we can just get the finch down, get 3 cards at a time, and find something else that's going to give us points. I wonder if we don't grab the grain. If we grab the grain just to get it down, get that extra. I think we might have to do that. Well, on the other hand, there's a tree swallow available, so that's what we're going to grab. That guy we can tuck. I think we skip this. Well, we got 2 to tuck. Do we get anything out of the tuck? No. So we're going to hold on to it. Could be good for food. Get another cherry. We'll tuck this guy for an egg. Things are looking nice for us. It might just be a run 4, 5, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-point engine off the bat. That's we don't really, we want the grub, but we don't want anything else there. So we're still going to be a little bit patient here. Continue to build up our. So I think we just hold on to things for now. There's plenty of time to tuck stuff. We got the Bonellis after all. So what are we going to get rid of here? The ibis can definitely go. Stubble quail might be good for eggs. We are running out of space on our blackbird, but we're going to hope the opponent still got a nectar and lots of cherries. We would have been grabbing that nectar off the bat would have been so huge for us. We really need to focus on nectar a little bit more here. We had the opportunity and we decided we had other plans. Opponent does well there. Birds facing to the left. Are we going to have any of those? Well, there's one. We got Bonelli's, we got house finch. Hopefully the house finch and the swallow will do it for us. Cards in hand we're looking good at. Eggs in the forest we are not looking good. And there's that tough titmouse, the kind of bird we are looking for our because our hummingbird feeds it nicely. Then we're just going to get another. Oh, it disappeared. My opponent is no dummy. Wants it for himself. Nothing there we like. Don't feel like we want that guy either. Don't want the loon. Sure, we can tuck. No, we're going to hold off because we do have our eagles, at least which both face left. So we're just going to skip the chiff chaff for now. But we will tuck here. So there we go. Now we're going to be able to overpay for. We'll overpay for. Well, they're both 3. So it is of little consequence which one we go for. Still waiting for that tray to get reset. Holding on for cards for that as well. Opponent is building up also almost all base game, but not quite. Opponent knows that as soon as that tray gets reset, I'm gonna gobble up whatever he does not. Could spend a food. Could spend one of them cherries for tray reset himself, so he is much more likely to get that nectar. So opponent is doing well with the still not resetting the tray. We'll put down our, doesn't really matter. Down our tree swallow. How many cards facing left does my opponent have? Just 1. So I think we're going to build up cards. We got our Bonellis. We're both kind of playing chicken with the tray here. Well, with those 2 cherries still. If I were him, I would. Oh, he does not reset. So this gives us prime opportunity to grab a couple of these. We'll get rid of the loon. Stubble whale can probably go at some point. Wondering about if we do that one more time. I'll suspect my opponent will get that nectar. Yep, okay. I don't think we want to do the reset. It would be a waste if we wind up. Oh, we got to get one more egg in going here. Yellowhammer is of no use to us. Lazuli bunting is of no use to us. Noisy miner, all of no use to us, I feel. We'll hold on to that one because I'm not entirely sure about that. Mute swan. Well, I think people like that one over. It's a tuck and draw that allows us to tuck more than one if needed. I wonder, this is obvious. This is truly new territory for me. We're going to be getting 4 cards. And it feels like it doesn't really make much difference between this one and the house finch. It's more expensive. We're still basically only going to tuck and draw 1 because we've got the chiff chaff to tuck up to 5, and we're only going to be getting 4 at a time. My gut tells me to go with the house finch, so that's what we're gonna do. Do we tuck here? We got these 2 cards. I feel like no. I feel like we skip. We give the cherry out. I feel like we do, but we're gonna get rid of that mute swan. Let's Yeah, we have to if we want to play. So let's see if we, how many cards do we have? We have, we've only got enough for one of the, no. Please comment below if you think that was a mistake. I'm not gonna be able to play all three of our eagles, and I mean both of our eagles and our finch. Maybe we don't have to. Opponent still with just one card facing to the left, as we will. This house finch will be a second. I don't think there's anything else here. I mean, this guy, but we're not gonna have the food for him when our house finch goes down. Let's see. So if we play this guy, either do this. That leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4 cards left. So unfortunately, I think we change it to this. Then we can get at least on the. We'll spend one nectar on one of these guys. We're short one card. It's quite sad to get both of them down. But again, maybe we won't have to. We will just have to see. We've got a pretty darn good engine going now. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7 points. Plus the 2 eagles. One will go into the yeah, only 4 here. One will go, yep, we can stick that in the forest or the grasslands. We're gonna play this guy now. And let's get rid of everything here, except for, you know, we actually wanted something in the forest first, so we'll play this guy. Because we want 2 food at a time for those rare instances when, yeah. Only food. There we go. Look at that. Missing a card. It gets us on the board with the nectar game. I don't think my opponent can pass out any cards. Nothing there indicates as such. We are playing a very European expansion style game here. Did he tie it up? He pulls ahead. Okay, well, he will win this end of round goal, not surprising. The end of round goal shall be. Oh, that's nice. So let's see, what can we do? Get rid of him, not worth playing. Get rid of him, not worth playing. I'm wondering how much this is worth playing. We can get rid of, we'll get rid of Barnesville. I feel like we can start tucking here. Oh, we got the lower bounds of our bird bander as well, so that's nice. We'll keep passing out cherries. Get rid of our grosbeak there. Went with the yellow-breasted chat. Hey, wait, I won that one. I forgot that I was the quail. And we're looking good for the next end of our goal, most certainly. So we do have to watch what we grab here. Take this guy and this guy. I think we can hold on to a lot of cards here. Opponent gets 2 card draw. We like this guy for later. That guy we don't care about. We just grab him as a denial. That guy is the perfect card for a touch. Let's see here. We'll tuck a couple. Maybe 3. We do want to keep things, you know, competitive here. You can go. We'll once again be getting just the right number of cards or cherries to play. We'll play the Cockapoo next. We stand with 4 cards, the opponent with 1. Just going for birds. Let us do the same. Just grab a bunch. All right, we'll get some points here. Nothing here scares us. How are we doing here? We have 8. Opponent has 3. Are we ahead or behind? And he's got 1 turn on us. We're just going to sneak out 1 just for the sake of doing it. Take another cherry. Don't know if we need that. Definitely do not need him. There we go. Now we got 3 cherries to spend. I think we spend it on the Cockapoo. Sadly, it's only gonna um, it's only going to cost us 1 egg. So we are only going to get 1 more turn of card drawing after that. Still ahead for this end of round goal. Look at all that nectar. I wonder if we don't go for nectar. How's the board looking in that department? Check our nectar game. Let's see our 3 and 0 and 2. Opponent is in all likelihood. I don't think it's, I just feel like 0-point play grabbing nectar does not feel particularly great. Of course, at some point we are going to need nectar for the I think we grab them. How many turns do we have? We have 3 turns after this. We'll be able to play the, I believe we'll be able to play the warbler. Maybe just the Cockapoo. Actually, probably, well, we gotta see, man. I feel like we can play the warbler, play the eagle, and then draw cards, which will get us that end of round goal, I feel. So we'll just do this. We are going to go warbler into Cockapoo. Still only going to cost us 1 egg, because this is a rare case where we want to spend eggs. And so that means the Cockapoo won't cost an egg, and the Imperial Eagle won't cost us an egg. So a little unfortunate, but at least it will get us some good cards down. Play this guy, spend a cherry on him. There's our 1 egg. Put him down. Spend another cherry here. Let me play this guy. How many cards does my opponent have? 2. So my opponent might be surprised. Well, we can always just draw more cards. Oh no, the nectar is going to go bye-bye. So, may very well be that, what has my opponent's card draw? Still only with 2, 3 turns left. Are they drawing cards? Nope, they're playing their Gala. He's going for a bit of a grassland engine there. How many cards does he have? He's got 1. So, let's see. Where's he at? Couple eggs. The most he could still draw and get 7 total. Probably worth letting him do that if that's how he wants to spend his time. This will allow us 5. I wonder, are we, is it worth, I'm thinking about this for the nectar. I think we go for it. It might be a mistake. We might be throwing away the end of round goal, but at the end of the day, I'll be okay with it. My opponent has probably abandoned hope for getting this end of round goal, so Muddy Dan might not really have calculated for that one. And from here on out, it might just be running the engine. We do, however, probably need to get one more down for this double quail. I mean, for this blackbird. Double quail can go. We're not going to have the food we want for that. Lack of food might not be a great play because I suspect there aren't going to be too many bonus cards that it's going to be good for us. Bird Bander, I believe, is the one that counts birds with tuck cards, so that one would be good for us. Opponent going for food, it looks like, so I suspect he is going to abandon this end of round goal. Does not want to spend 2 turns just drawing cards for those 3 points, so we'll just do this. We can always tuck here. Do more tucking. Now let's see, we're going to hold off here, of course. We have currently 5, and I believe he can get 3, so we're just going to skip all of this. We're not going to allow him to tie up the game. We really want something good for our forest. Let's give away the cherry. So, he can still get 3 cards. So I do not think we tuck here. Yep, that'll give him up to 4. So we are just going to skip. So there's no way that he can get this end of round goal. Unless he pulls off something fancy that I am completely unaware of. I suspect we'll be getting all the nectar goals. Might be giving us grain with his Gala. Would help us get down something we like. Yep, we do like that. We do need to get down something decent because our blackbird's going to be it is going to be full after one more turn. And I think it is going to have to be this double quail, I guess. We'll be able to get 3 eggs on it at least. Yep. So that'll be a 7-point play. There is a couple nectar in the tray. How's our nectar? Is there any place where well, the forest. We don't have much that we like in the forest. 0-point play for who knows what. It doesn't feel worth it. We can't get it in our wetlands. That guy we kind of like. Don't know how much we like him. Not really. Plain other birds are not that great, but that guy we love because it's going to get us. We're gonna have just the food we need for it. Nothing here we want. We can tuck our eagle. Common swift. We're not going to be getting grubs, it would appear. That guy doesn't do anything for us. You can go, you can go, you can go. You can go. Yeah. Let's go back. Let's hold on to him. Who knows how many grains we're going to be getting. What would be really nice is if we get one now. And then we could do this double play. Don't think my opponent's going to be running his grasslands, though. So I might just be putting down the turkey. It's interesting this last round. Like, do you want to do a 0-point play to get the nectar to win out the wetlands? If you don't have a good wetlands card, and even though you only need one nectar, you're going to be missing out on a bunch of points running this engine. So it could very well be that our two nectar is what wins the game. Yep, we get another grain. That's beautiful. Well, we will discard that nectar, but my opponent cannot pick it up. And we'll do our double play, which will cost us 2 eggs. Very nice. I believe we have the food for it. We certainly do. Turkey goes down. We're a little bit closer to our... Oh, we need one more. Don't think we're going to get it. But that's all right. 2 more turns. I wonder if we stop giving out food now. My opponent does have quite a bit, but don't know if that food's going to help us. I think we just run the engine at this point. Even if we miss a point on the blackbird, I'm okay with that. This has been quite the interesting game. The only Oceania bird that we have played is the cockapoo. Nothing here we're worried about. Nice cards there, all of which will get tucked. You cannot be played. Black vulture. No thank you. Flamingo. Good for my opponent. I'm just going to get rid of everything here. Maybe hold on to this double quail. For now. I doubt it. Can't really see that being of great value to us, but we will still hold on to it. Nope. Oh, we need eggs in the forest, so that we do need to think about. I am glad we took a peek there. We could have almost, had I realized that again, we could have gotten that one. We held on to our cards there. It's too bad. Could have gotten 8, I believe. Something like that. But as it stands, it's, we just need one. That's good though. That means our last round we can just we won't be tucking. So we'll just do this. Oh, carrion crow. We'll just do 2 here. It really doesn't matter if we do, because we can exchange cards for. I wonder if did my opponent change food? They've got no cards left, so we should grab up food. We'll do that. And tuck them. Grab cherry. My opponent can't do anything with it. We will change it into an egg. And then there we go. Have to lay eggs. 4-point play. We're getting 8 points out of our wetland. We got the 2 eagles. This feels like a slam dunk, but there's no guarantee in this life. Oh, we're going to get another food from a lot too, so I should have tucked the quail. That is too bad. Snuck in 1 more point. Hopefully this is not a 1-point game. Yep. Little double quail. So still so much to learn. Well, we'll have one food in our inventory at least. I'll just do this. Get rid of our quail. Get rid of a food. What a shame. Only lost. Oh, we still won one of the nectar, and we probably could have won that end of round as well. So I feel like there's still a lot to learn here. There we go. Apparently, we had lots of small birds. So another 6-point bonus card. We got we need one more here. That's all right. So we got 10 points in bonus cards. Feeling pretty good about this game. Very nice start. Turned into a pretty solid wetland engine. Let's just see how we do. Okay. Bird points. I suspect my opponent. Well, we got those eagles, so we're ahead there. Head on bonus cards, and around goals will be, who will it be? One, my opponent got one more. Eggs, opponent pulls ahead. We're gonna just crush it on Tux. There's no, there is no competing with that. 48 Tux. Nectar's not gonna bring it back. 136. I think that's my best score in Oceania so far. It was really, yeah, it was really a European expansion game. Very little Oceania in there, but there we go. Chiff Chaff in the Wetlands did the trick. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Old school strategy by today's terms, but I feel good about it. Okay, well, we're good there, and I will see you guys on the next one.